Hello there and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. And today I'm coming to you with one of my favorite games, While the Iron's Hot. And it's a crafting game. You are a blacksmith making stuff, and it is just fantastic. I have a full walkthrough for this, a whole bunch of videos. I have some other little guides. I don't know. I just love this game so much. And then I also have a speedrun guide because you'll see why eventually when I get there. So this game has 41 achievements for 1,000 gamer score. I give it a 1 out of 10 in difficulty because there's really nothing hard about it. You just kind of have to have patience to build stuff. And completion time 30 to 35 hours about. I think I did a little over 35, but I spent a lot of time on it. Playthrough number 1, good or bad ending, and playthrough number 2, the other ending, basically. Yeah, so the first time I did the bad ending, and the second time I did the good ending. I did all my achievements for the most part on the playthrough number 1, and that's why I created a speedrun guide, because if you just want to go through the second ending and you don't want to do everything again, I show you the minimum stuff you need to do in order to get that ending and get to that end part. Yeah, you're gonna end up going into this cave. So yeah, I won't tell you any more than that. So category number 1, story achievements, 9 achievements for 120 gamer score, and just for playing the main story, you will get this. Yeah, this is not the endings at all. This is just like actually the things you'll get for playing either ending. Category number 2, miscellaneous achievements, 6 achievements for 270 gamer score, and these are just things you'll just get for playing through the game. You've crafted 100 items, 250, 500. I mean, as long as you're playing through the game and you continue to play and play and play, you'll craft that many. If you run out, just craft a bunch. It's easy to get items to use to craft. Number 4, you've completed 50 orders, and then 5 has completed 100 orders. And so what you can do in this game is there are the main missions, and then on the little order board in each town, I feel like there are like 5 towns or so. You can then pick up orders for people. They're like, hey, I want a sword. Can you get me a sword? And then you do that order. Guess what? That's an order. So yeah, it's not hard to do it. You just have to keep going back, keep picking up orders, keep doing them. Once you learn the recipes and like how to make the items, it is really fast. Yeah. Number 6, dude, relax. 15 gamer score. You've met Sherman the Snake. I know. I guess I didn't have to read it like that, but I did. So I actually have a guide for this. Like I'll put up, but this one, it's very missable. I had to get it on my second playthrough. There's a desert section, which I want to try to say as little as possible, as usual. So in the desert section, there are cactus. Really, it's cacti that you can like pickaxe. And then when that happens, the whole world gets a little weird. I don't know. They're like hallucinogenic. I don't know. So anyway, if you can get to the northernmost part of that desert while it's a hallucinogenic, whatever, then you will see Sherman, the snake, up there. And just so you know, in order to do some of the other achievements, you're going to have to make sure you talk to this dude. So yeah, you need to make sure you do that. Try not to hit any of those hallucinogenic cacti until you're able to get up to the north area in the desert. That's all I'll say about that. All right, category 3, reputation achievements, 4 achievements for 145 gamer score. So the first 2 were easy. Number 1, rising talent. People started to notice you. That's like right away. And number 2, esteemed artisan. You've been reputed as a talented artisan. As I played through the game, I got to this level. It's basically upgrading levels. These are the names for them. And what was interesting was, and this is fixed now, all the bugs for the achievements are fixed, finally. But Famed Master and Living Legend, that's where you become famed, and then the Living Legend is legendary status. And when I got to Living Legend status, that's when the esteemed one popped and the other 2 didn't. Yeah, I don't know why, because that was the bug, but they did fix it where I had to then replay a bit to get back to the legendary status, and I got those other 2 achievements. So as you're playing, you could just do that. There is a quick way to do it. It's actually kind of like, it's not a cheat. It's just like a little glitchy way of doing it. You could take the copper, which you have a lot of it, And then what you can do is you can make the little, I forget what they're called, the little item. You probably see it on the video. And then once you make, you can actually make them in pairs of 3. So for every ingot, you can make 3 of them. So then if you make if you have a lot of ingots and you keep making like 999, 999, and a whole bunch of those, that every time you make one, that's going to give you XP to level up that level. And then once you go to the other station you have and sharpen them, that also gives you XP for each one of those. Then when you go and then you either sell them or you go and you put them back in the furnace, you could actually you could actually make more ingots by getting into the green area. So yeah, so when you use the furnace, there's like this thing you could pull down, this bar, and if you get it in the green, you actually get more ingots from smelting certain items. So yeah, but as you smelt, you are in the furnace, you're starting to get XP. So if you keep doing this pattern over and over and over, not only are you going to have so many items to sell for thousands and thousands of dollars, but you also are going to have super XP, and then because of that, you can actually knock these out really fast. Yeah, that's the quick way of doing it. Or you could just do it by playing forever, you know. All right, category number 4, side quest achievements. 6 achievements for 75 gamer score. And none of these I felt, none of these are part of the story. So yeah, number 1, time to dance. You've discovered the most magical spot to dance. So if you're going around each area, you will just find these things. And most of these I did without trying. I think I only had to look up like 1. All right, so this, you'll find a whole bunch of instruments. And what do you have to do? You have to just craft whatever the instruments need. They will tell you. It will tell you what you need to craft when you go there. But that's the instrument area. It's not in the first area you're in. It's after the swamp. Crepes and pancakes is also in that same area after the swamp. For 0 gamer score, why do they do that? I don't know. My grandma made the best ones, but his are pretty good too. So yeah, this dude is gonna make the crepes and the pancakes. Once you give him what he needs, you get that achievement. 3, sweater maker. You've helped Porgy start a successful business venture. So there's this mouse guy. He's a mouse that talks, so I guess he's a mouse guy. I don't know. He lives in this well, whatever. So once you go down the well, you give him his knitting needles, and eventually he's gonna go to the other town, the one all up in the area that is past the swamp. And there's like a dock and everything, and he'll be there, and you just got to do the mission for him, and you'll get that achievement. Yeah, the mouse guy, I don't know. Number 4, planning an escape. You've helped Nugget prepare for his escape from the mines of Malima. Malima is the last area of the game. This is after the snow area. It's basically in the snow area, but this town is the last town you go to. And in this town, there's a guy, and he's like, I need to get out of here. Can you help me? And yeah, so you just have to make him what he needs. So just talk to the people before you go inside the final mountain. All right? Actually, I feel like you can do it after. You have to get the bad ending if you want to do this. Yeah, if you want to do this after the story has finished. You have to do the bad ending in order to get him to still want to leave. You'll see. Number 5, wedding planner. You've heard Randolph and Bradford prepare for their wedding. So at some point, you'll be talking to these people. And after the story was over, after I went to see I almost said the spoiler, but to see the what. So after the story was over and I already got one of the endings, I went back to the area with the docks. I forgot the name already, but it's the second town you go to. It's got a big dock on it, like on the water, and it's the way that you get up into the mountain areas, the snow area. But this guy's there, and he's engaged to his boyfriend, and you have to work on getting the ring and all that. And once you do that, yeah, you're gonna be able to help. I forget which one it was, Randolph or Brantford. I don't know, but yeah, that's all you have to do. And number 6 was the last achievement I got, even though I pet Milo hundreds of times because Milo was glitched. That is correct. And I put up a video later on. Once they fixed that bug, it was like the beginning of January. They fixed it in 2024. And yeah, finally it unlocked. So if you had been playing this game and you're like, I don't have that dog achievement, which was literally hundreds of people, maybe even thousands. Now it's fixed. Just go pet the dog again, you'll get it. All right. Category 5, recruitment achievements. 5 achievements for 75 gamer score. All right. So in your main town that you start in, you're able to build different places. And as you go through, there's actually an achievement for upgrading and building every single place. But as you do that, as you build each place, so you'll build the place where you need the mage to come. Once you build it, you can go recruit Zosimus. Is that the name? All right. Number 2, a new lair. So once you build that area, the sneakies will come join you. You got to go talk to these people, and then they'll come join you. Number 3, an adventure a day keeps the doctor away. Really? What, like an apple? All right. You've recruited the first adventurer, and this is, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. You just got to build all these places. I don't have to read each of these. So just make sure you're upgrading your entire town, and like I said, you have to do it. Especially for this category 6, completion achievements. 6 achievements for 195 gamer score. So number 1, food taster, 15 gamer score. You've tasted every dish in Elian. Elian is basically the area. So like all the towns and everything. But it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard at all. And eventually there are people who sell this stuff to you. So yeah, you just gotta make sure you eat every one of them. I think I had saved all of it and ate it all at once. Yeah. All right, number 2, stall, stand tall. So stall was the name of your village that you start out in, and you've fully repaired your village. So as soon as you fully repair everything, so how do you fully repair it? Just by getting items, and by smelting items, and by getting recipes, and eventually you will get them all. It's not hard. You just got to keep going. All right. Number 3, traveling salesman. 15 gamer score. You've completed at least one order in every single village, and I was like, I finished the game. Why did I not get this achievement? I already went to Malima, which was the last area. Why did I not get this? Or at least I got there, and I don't know if I finished the game at that point. But you have to do one of the orders on the order board. I hadn't done an order for people. I had just finished the game. I did missions for people in Malima and all the other places. I never did an order. So as soon as you do an order on the order board, then you will get this achievement. I was like, oh, good, finally. All right, number 4, fashionista. 15 gamer score. You dressed your ox in 10 different styles. It sounds so awkward. All right, but yeah, you got this ox, this nice fella, and he or she, I don't know, basically pushes your car, brings your cart around so you can travel. And people will give you items like hats, glasses, dresses, and then you just gotta put 10 different things on the ox. Every time you do a mission, you get stuff for the most part. I feel like at the end I had like 12 to 15 items. So, and if you do different missions on the second playthrough, you can get different items. Yeah. Some missions are only available on each playthrough, by the way. So yeah. Number 5, Smith Man. You've pimped out your mobile forge. So the thing that you're using to actually go around in the cart, that's your mobile forge, because you're carrying your forge and all your items and your crafting stuff with you, and the ox is carrying this poor thing. I know, this poor thing. The poor ox is carrying this whole thing. So what you need to do is upgrade it 6 different times. A bunch of them are just part of the story, doing the regular stuff. Even the chained one, you're going to be like, where's this? How do you get the chained one? It's all story related for the most part. There is one that is hidden in the sand, which you need to get in order to do the story, but it is hidden in the sand, which you'll find eventually. And then there's another one that you do for doing the hide and seek mission. You don't have to do the hide and seek mission for the story, so you make sure you do the hide and seek mission. And then the last one is actually given to you from Sherman the Snake. So that's why you gotta find Sherman the Snake, because I was like, where's this last one? I had to redo the entire upgrading for my cart because I hadn't found Sherman. So yeah, make sure you find Sherman in that desert. And then you can pimp out your mobile forge. And then number 6, Master Smith. You've discovered every item. So here's the deal. I discovered every item and every blueprint in this entire game and didn't get the achievement. Why? Is it because it was glitched? Well, actually, it was glitched, but that's not why I got it. You don't actually have to get every item and discover it. You have to then, once you're finished with the story, up on the top of your town. Actually, no. When you're done upgrading your town, repairing your village, install. That's when you go up to the top floor of your house, and there's this like weird purple. It looks like a nether portal. I don't know. So yeah, and you have to put items in it, and you have to put perfect items in it, which means you can't make any errors in the little mini games you do to make the items. And once you put all those items into this thing, then you get the achievement. I don't know why they didn't say that. but that's how you get this achievement. And it was glitched at one point where there's a mechanical bird thing, and you have to activate it. You'll see once you play. You're like, mechanical bird? What are you talking about? Yeah, there was an item that wouldn't go into this portal thing, and now it does. So yeah, that's how I discovered every item once that got fixed. And then the last category, category 7, ending achievements. 5 achievements for 120 gamer score. And I'm not even gonna go through these because these are story related. And yeah, the first 2 are for doing the bad ending, and the other 3. I am gonna go over number 5. 3 and 4 are for doing the good ending. And then so when you do the good ending, all right, the apprentice becomes the master. This is where you take Dristan, and Dristan's the guy in the beginning of the game in the first town. He's got 1 arm, even though I didn't realize he only had 1 arm. I don't know, whatever. So after you take him, after you do the good ending, you go back and you talk to him, and he's like, "Hey, I would love to be your apprentice, but I don't have an arm." That's how I found out he didn't have an arm. So yeah, I had to get him something to work with, and then he's like, "Hey, now I need a station to work with," and all of this stuff. So you got to build him stuff, and then after you're done with it, he becomes your apprentice. So basically, do his missions afterwards. I was like, I don't know how to do this one. Yeah, I also have a video for that, but that's how you do that, and that's the whole game. This is the entire game, and it's fantastic. Check out my other videos, and let me know how you like it. It's yeah, by far one of my favorite games. So I will see you next time on the Achievement Planner.